Next, we are going to see graphic selections.
So we'll go to option pick. Okay, so how we'll get that? You have to go to identity option. So you'll go to mesh, not mesh actually, model. From here also, I also get confused. You can take it from here, identity tool. Okay, so identity tool can be taken for the selection purpose. Okay. Now, what we are selecting, according to that, we can set it here. Okay, like pick. Okay, so if I having nodes and element, I can select here. I can select from here also what I'm selecting. Suppose I'm taking part. So automatically my setting will be changed here. It will be come to part. Like I want to select a part. Okay, so it will not show you. Actually, it will be made for mesh objects. Let me make something different one. Now, if you want to delete something, so here will be in assembly tree. You can see here you having a box will be there. Okay, so let me mesh this part. Okay, we can mesh it instead of deleting it. We'll use auto mesher. So select all the faces or use whole. Okay, fine. So I'll compute my results. It will be 0.06. Software will also tell if you click compute now, it will tell the what kind of element size is required for the body. Shit out. Okay, accept and done. So right now I'm hiding my part only. So here you can hide the solid box by having mesh part here only. Okay, let's see how we do the selection. Identity. So what I want to select, we'll do accordingly. Okay, if you want to do part selection, you can take care by part and get selected. Part ID one selected. Okay, let me change the color of this part. So if you want to change colors, basically, sometimes we're not able to understand something. So in that cases, you will to change the color also of your models. Okay. So it is applied to that only. Shell body will apply. Okay. Let me keep it node and by part. So you see here what happened. The complete part gets selected in single like this. You can do the part selection pick by pick method. Okay. And like you want to deselect it, just simple click clear or deselect. Something you're doing particular deselect, then you can do by that also. Clear or deselect all. Or cancel it just simply. Okay. Let me make it there's too much nodes are there now. So now sometime model will not come into screen. Sometimes it's happened that you created a model and it is not visible. It's happened like this. Okay. Maybe it's gone somewhere. In that cases, just click auto center or you can remember the shortcut control A. You can note it down for auto center. Sometimes it's like a fit option. Okay. For fitting the model, we can use auto center tool from the bottom toolbar or the shortcut you can write it down. That is control A. Okay. Note it down. And I will show you other option also. Now, I hope you noted. Noted, guys. So that one.
Control F router center, right?
Yeah, that is control A, control A.
Yeah, noted down.
So if you want to like select particular elements, you can directly click and select it. Okay, what it's selecting now, it's selecting nodes. We have to change my setting from here. I'm selecting elements. So what we are selecting, we have to define the identity. Okay. So like if you are selecting nodes, you see nodes also get selected. If you want to select elements by option right now, we are using pick option. So pick option, you can directly click and you can select the set of elements if you want to select some set of elements. So like one by one clicking. Okay. So by mistake, if you select something node that you don't want to select or element that you don't want to select, you can right now using left button. You will use right button to deselect it. You can see that it will be deselecting. Same here, you can deselect by clicking that to node, deselect that. That is called pick method. You can note it down how we are doing selection by left and right click.
Jay,
Yeah.
if you are already renumbered in that node numbers and
Mm-hmm.
element numbers, how we can identify the particular node number and element number?
We by clicking only we can get to know what exactly the number of that element and nodes are there. By clicking, you can see you can get to know.
Yeah, but particular, it's a lot of in full assembly.
Mm-hmm.
We are having lot of element numbers and node numbers. How we can identify the particular node number and element number? Any option is there in this?
Checking node numbers. Okay. I have to look for that exactly. Then for that case, but by right now only clicking will get to exactly the node number. I'm understand what you're asking. That if you want to go particular node or particular elements, then it will give you the total number of nodes and element what we are having. Okay. If then only that we should know. If I know that where I have to go, then only I can, because we can make a node sets here in software. Actually, we'll make a node sets. Sure. Think model. Then there will be something called node sets. Okay. So you can make your node sets according to like how you want to make. I'll set by elements. I'll make it. So I'll propagate it. Suppose this I want to select elements. Okay. And if I make a node set of this, okay, and done. Go back. Again by node. Let me take by node also. Okay. So total having 6,244. Okay. It's not showing. It will show you all the nodes here also. That I'll look at exactly. But if I want to go to particular node, if I know the number, I don't tell you that exactly that where. But if I want to go to any number, if you know the number of node, Okay, so in that case, what I'll do, like if I take a pick option now, the identity node or elements, if I know that number of that, like you having ID options there. Okay. Now, if I know, like I want to select that node number, suppose 150. Okay. So I put it here, software will do selection of the node 150. Okay, you have to hit press here and enter it. Just you have to do it. So select node 150 not found. You see it's saying it's not found. So I should know that exactly number also. Let me give 2001 and hit enter. It's saying the node ID 2000. That is also show the coordinate values also. Where is the X and Y Z? Like this you can identify only. I hope it is useful to you. Like this you can identify and you can get the node. You see it's showing here that node number 2001 is here. Like again, I put it like 3001. So it's saying it I node 3005. The location also is telling me where it is. So it is somewhere here. Okay, I hope you got it. How you can do it. See, we can do as per my knowledge. Other thing, if any, I don't know.
Area, right? In this, we need to search in area and
Area wise also we can search it. If you selected area and then you know the node number, you can easily search it. Okay. So let me delete this node set keywords. Okay. Same way, if you want to select something by like right now we selected by pick method. Okay. The same way find option is there. You see that one option find will be also there. If you go find, okay, what you want to find, node or element. If you know the node, you can put the node ID number. Again, if you type like I said 2005, I want to go. See, like this I can find.
okay, Jay, okay.
So like if you want to, we have done by pick method. If you're selecting something by simply click, we'll just left click and we'll select it. If you want to select something by area, like you want to select only 4 elements, rows only, you can go area, okay? And you just make your area like this by rectangular box by dragging over that particular object. So what happened? Why it's taking too much time in selection? Because if you do in like in such a view, like I take in top view, so it's not only selecting the upper face, it's selecting node there, na? Actually node option in there. So what it do? It will select all the nodes that is means toward the length or depth we can say to the body. Okay, but if you say, sir, I want to select only the face one, then clear it. Okay, deselect it again. Just do an opposite side, right click and just select it. Okay. So if you want to do in that cases, you have to set in this way that you can select only that particular one. Like you select in this way, you see. You have to make a small model. Which will take too much time. So it will try to select, it is also selecting. Okay, you can make here like that. You see only upper on between elements will not select. It will only select the upper and lower only. Okay. So like this, we can do selections part. And then you having one option is called propagation. What the propagation do actually? There's one option is called propagation. Okay. like if I want to select one particular face element, right now I don't want to select by area method, because area what to do, it will select other element also or other nodes also. In that cases, how can I select the particular face elements or something? So in that cases, take that area by element and use here the options called propagation selection with seed elements. Okay, so when I do this, like I click one element, it's also selecting all the elements. Yeah, you see that? So it will be selecting only those elements. Okay, there's a lot of elements are there. So due to that, it will take time in selection. So propagation means it will be propagate the particular area. Like if you are selecting nodes or what, basically in the node cases will not get the propagation option. We'll get on the propagation option in the case of part or by edges or by path or by elements. Okay. So we'll clear it again. Deselect it. Okay. So like this, we can do selection also. There's one option is given a feature angle. Okay. Feature angle basically play a role in selection also. If the feature angle is less, so it will be like if I give a 1 or 2 degree of angle. For example, right now in this I can tell right now only selection it will be tell you. If I give 1 degree of angle, maybe it will select only this much area. Okay, if you increase the propagation angle, it will be propagate the area accordingly. So when we are selecting the things like edges or circular bodies or some other cases, we have to increase and decrease this value according to what area we have to selection. By giving the value only, we can check up and down. By increasing the value or by reducing the value, the selection of area can be seen. Okay, if I take minimum any area and I'll try to pick. Okay. So it try to reduce the selection area. That is the the feature angle will be 2. At different bodies, right? A rectangular body, maybe it will select some completely, but in circular cases, that can be seen. If we having little typical shapes are there, that can be seen there. You can see some of that. It's selecting almost because they're simple circular rectangular arena selecting all. Fine. Let me show you something by edge selection, and let me change my body type also. So now I deleted solid bodies, only mesh bodies remained here. Okay. So it's all shell element because we can see here it's written L shell. Okay. If you want to see that it is shell or not, from inside, if you want to see, there one option will be called blank option. So that can be taken from element tool. You can go to blank element like a mask and unmask option. Okay. So you can select by area or something. You want to select it and you can see that is hollow from inside. Or you want to take it solid, it's up to you. What we can generate a tetrahedral mesh on that again. It will become solid mesh also. Okay. Now unmasking back, click blank all. Okay. Okay, let me make a simple object. I created a circle of something like die of 100. Apply and close. Okay. So let me add a mesh inside it. So we'll create mesh. Like I'm taking a mesh option. So I'll fill a mesh inside it. Curve. I could do the curve, so we'll take curve. Okay, there's one option is given compute. It's a mesh control. It's actually in this toolbar. It is not come called due to this size of this partner. So it is not fitted in my screen. Maybe some resolution or something. So the option is given compute. You will click compute. It will try to calculate according to idiot what size of element is suitable. Okay, try to create it. Like I told you that selections procedure, you can also propagate, control the propagation according to angles as well. Let me show you. Suppose I'll go back to. Okay, I want to select this edges only. Okay. In that case, what I'll do, I'll go to pick method. Okay, by propagation and by edges method I'm taking. Okay, it is disable. It will be by another tool. In this tool, it's not applicable. I have to use another tool to explain you that part or particle. This the edge method is not there. I think we have to take it separately. Let me tell you by another method. So I taken by edge. Okay. Uh, so different commands according to that will be enabled. So having edge method, I want to do propagation of this model by edge. Okay. So when you select it, okay, you see the feature angle is 1. You try to click on edges, what it do, it only pick nearby or it not picking more, even you try to propagate it. Okay. And now it's select, you see it's selecting, but it's selecting only 3 or 4 nodes. It's selecting 3 or 4 nodes. Happening, it's happening like this. Just clear this all. I'll increase my angle value. Let me take to 10. And I'll flick it. Okay. You see, in 10 it's covering. Then it is covering all the body. So this is how while selecting elements or by selecting edges, nodes, sometimes we have to cover some area only. In that case, the angle of propagation will be useful to control the selection part. Okay, so I hope that is clear where this feature angle can be used.
Yeah, Jay, you are on mute.
Okay. And that will be like for constraint, like adaptive elements. Okay, if you having constraint area, you can use for that cases, you can use it. Now, you having like another method you can make by using a
What
polyline.
is
Okay. Like this, we can make and we can do select that also. Okay. So you have to select elements now. Take element selection, make it close. Okay, done. Selected. Take identity. Select. Pick one entity only after. It will be buffer. Selection. Polygon. Okay, that is circular type actually. And this circular way also sometimes you need to select particular nodes or elements. Okay. You can use circular option and you can select the nodes or elements. Okay, that is element. You have to check for selection also when you're selecting it. Like same way, if you are making directly by boxes, you can make by boxes also, you can select it. Okay, you can click select, it will select that element in box selection. Okay, so that some of the selection we use it, not all the selection. That's only we have to understand view selections. Okay, so this is how you can use like some of the selections from here to select nodes or elements. Okay, like if you're selecting whole body, simple, just click and hold and you can select it. So that's about selection part. Now,
Click and hold, left click.
start it. You have to just simply click hold.
Okay, hold. Okay.
Hold. If it is not deselecting, just select by area and just left click and just make area and select and deselect it.